Hello everybody on Bring a Trailer. This is a 1988 Mazda Rx7 Convertible. It has 25,800 some odd miles. It was owned by the previous owner for almost 30 years. I bought it last year around October, and I'm happy to tell you all about it. So I'm getting ready to back it up so I can wash it and take some nice photos for you all. When I first got this car, first thing I had to do, sorry, there's the mileage. First thing I had to do was put a battery in it. The previous owner drove it to work and back for 30 years. She was a teacher and drove about like 9 miles each way or something along those lines. It was just very little miles. And so she was of the belief that it was in brand new condition, and it is really nice. However, first thing I had to do was get a new battery. So it has a new battery in it. You know, it's a year old now, almost. And I took it in to my local rotary shop in Santa Ana, California, and you'll see some of their receipts from the work that they did, and basically replaced the belts, replaced the master cylinder and the slave cylinder, which is back here. You can't see it too well right now, but I'll take a picture of it. When this was leaking, the fluid was getting down and it ate away some of the paint, and there's a little bit of rust underneath. And so that's something that I wanted to point out. And then that's pretty much it. I drove it for a little while. I got a, right before going to Bring a Trailer meetup actually, I got a hole in one of these tires, not this tire, but I got a hole in the tire. And so I replaced the 4 of them with brand new Yokohama's YK740 that have about 1,500 miles. I drove this almost 2,000 miles so far this year, and it's really a pleasure to drive. Let's see, tires are relatively new, 1,500 miles on them. Then I took it in to get the compression tested, and you'll see the result from that. The mechanic said it looks great. Perfect were his words, but I don't want to say that. And they discovered that the rear main seal was leaking. So I went ahead and had them replace the rear main seal, and while they were there, I had them put a new clutch in. And what a difference. I really wish I would have done that as soon as I got it. It drives, it's so much more of a pleasure to drive now. This is one of those cars where you're not going to get in trouble driving it spiritedly because it has 160 horses. And correct, I apologize if I'm wrong about the exact number. Anyway, let me show you here. This is a heat gun. This car hasn't been started in a couple of days, so I'm going to go through the startup procedure right now. There we go, 30. Let's switch this up to Fahrenheit. There we go, 86. So I'm going to start it up cold, and you'll see what that looks like. Here's the condition that the top is in. Again, in photographs, I'll point out any flaws. This spot works really good. There's a little micro tear here that I would definitely cover up if I was to keep it with whatever material to repair it with. It's cloth interior. There's what appears to be either gum or a burn mark right there on the seat. Not doing anything with my feet. Alright, here we go. So like I said, I'm going to take it out and wash it and show you a little bit more of the car in the sun. So it's a stick shift. The bushings were replaced as well. That was something I did right away. And now it feels really solid. E-brake, security works. The tape deck unfortunately does not work. I tried, but it didn't work out. The stereo does work, and
like your phone, but
the power
with Spectrum Mobile, you can keep your
antenna goes up and down.
Upgrade your network. Simply pick the data plan that's right for you. Choose unlimited. 45.
I mean, they're not the best speakers. I would definitely probably upgrade the speakers, but I'm not going to do that. I'll leave it up to the future owner. The AC works absolutely amazing. There's a video that I already did earlier in the week, and I'll bring the I don't want this video to get too long. You can see here that everything is holding steady. The pressure, the voltage, the fuel does fill up all the way. Glove compartment, the owner's manual is there. Discovered that back here, so this is the convertible top. Might as well show you how this process works. Okay, and then here's the dial here. It's a two-step process. So you can see that it stops halfway, and then you make sure everything is clear. You can close this up, and then continue putting it down. And so you do have to get out in order to push that button to lower the top all the way, and also to take it off to make it a Targa, which is really nice actually. And all right, let me show you how that works. I also had the latch repaired so that the latch, tell I'm not a pro at this, making the videos that is. Okay, so this is a really good windbreaker. This vehicle does come with two covers. It comes with the cover that came with the car that just goes around the convertible top, as well as basically attaches here. And the previous owner had a tonneau cover made from the same material. You'll see photographs of it on the car. It looks really amazing. Let me put the top down, the hood down. New air filter, the fluids have been changed. This car is truly ready to drive. Like I said, a brand new clutch, and I do need to clean it. All right, let me grab the heat gun. As far as body damage, the previous owner told me that basically her car was hit by a bicyclist when it was parked, and that in this area here you really can't see anything. It was cleaned up pretty good. This here is cracked, again supposedly from the bicycle, and then here you can feel a ridge right here, like it was just a little, again, chipped. This triangular piece right here is cracked. So is this one on this side. However, I did buy two replacements that came in the mail today. Okay, here we go. 53. keep hitting the plastic stuff. Anyway, I'll post up the other video as well. It was in Celsius, so I figured I would do this one. It will get down to almost 0 degrees. Not Fahrenheit, Celsius. There it is, 38. So that's pretty amazing, and then I can switch the heat. And it will heat up, and then I'm going to switch it back to cold, and it'll get back to cold. It's really amazing. The power windows work. This thing does have flip up. Here, I'll switch it back now. Headlights that work. It also has the ability to turn on your high beams without turning your headlights on. Turn signals work. Emergency flashers work. You can again see the reflection over there in the washer. And temperature, like I said, is holding steady. I'll show you a driving video in this car. It is really truly a pleasure to drive. Yeah, so that's, oh, one last thing I want to show you. Back here, underneath this, here I'll put it up. Might as well take an action shot. And it'll stop halfway, again just to make sure everything is clear. But underneath this thing right here, if you take off these 6 screws, the spare tire is right under here, and so are the tools, which are untouched because I didn't know I had that when I got a flat tire. And there are tools in the trunk. I also had these shocks replaced, forgot about that. These are the tools to remove the tires. I apologize if this video is too long. But anyway, underneath here is where you have some more tools in the jack. And these straps are to hold down the top when you take it off and put it in Targa mode. So anyway, I really love this car. It's a good car, and I sincerely hope that you have a good time driving it. It's ready for the road.